Well, welcome to our Tuesday night Wellness Warriors call. It's good to see you guys. Um, I'm going to be opening the call tonight. We're going to take turns with opening and just sort of leading a discussion. Um, so I just want to first tell you guys, if you haven't noticed yet, in the information page for Wellness Warriors today, some really cool testimonies started. That is kind of like the opener to a little informational segment, not so much a challenge, but information on hormones and menopause. Um, there's a lot around menopause in that's coming in the next, I think it's going to be 2 weeks. Is that right, Whitney?
10 days.
10 days, 10 days. Okay. So what it is basically it was a messenger party, but it was a whole lot of reading for a 15-minute messenger party. And there's been a lot of requests for information for this. And we talked about doing a challenge, but there was no challenge that really existed. And so this is the compromise that we decided on. And I'm really kind of excited about it because it's just fresh new information and fresh new testimonies. And so I'm loving them so far. There's been several, I think today, several posts and info page today. So if you haven't noticed that, check it out. And also if you have potentials or you have people that are on the products that could use some troubleshooting around the changes in the body that happen when we go through menopause, then be sure to go to info page and check those out and utilize those. So, um, speaking of getting older, we all are. And and so sometimes with that comes a little bit of unwanted weight gain. And we have a couple of people on the calls that have really knocked it out of the park with beating that back. And so we all want to know, like, what'd you do? How'd you do it? So Whitney hit up Stacy and she's going to tell us how she got her rockin' bod and what to do to get one too.
Okay, well, thanks for that. I think I'm a little shade of red. Um, but anyhow, so long story short, I don't think I'm going to tell you anything that you don't already know. The difference is I just got really super serious. Um, I even made myself a bracelet that says no excuses. Um, and I started a certain regimen with my nutrition and with my workouts because I was always eating clean and I was always working out. But for some reason, I was plateauing and it wasn't really working. So um, I just did the things that I knew how to do and was super consistent with them. I also listened to some information from I used to work with a hormone specialist. And what stuck in my mind from her was women over 40 um, should be getting in a certain amount of protein every day. We know that. And you should be eating within 30 minutes to an hour of waking, um, just to be boosting your metabolism, keeping your blood sugar stable, those sorts of things. And so that was not what I was doing. I wasn't eating until, 10, 11 o'clock, or I was doing intermittent fasting, which there are benefits to. I'm not poo-pooing that, but I had tried that. So I needed to do something different. And so I started eating within the half an hour or an hour of getting up, and I cut out sugar. I also ate periodically throughout the day in increments. So I was eating smaller, more controlled meals that prioritize protein, at least 20 to 25 grams of protein per meal every few hours to keep my metabolism up and my blood sugar stable. Um, so that I was getting at least 125 grams of protein in a day. And there is hidden sugar in everything we eat. So I even started looking at the sauces that I was using, the ketchups, the barbecue sauces, and all of that. And again, I just got really serious about either not using it at all or only using like a tablespoon, which seems like nothing. But when you get used to it, your body gets used to it. And I wasn't craving those things anymore. Um, I cut out most carbohydrates. Really only a few things that I was eating, and just increased my veggies, um, and protein, cut out the sugar, and made sure I was eating every few hours and getting in all my protein every single day, even if that mean a protein shake at 10 o'clock at night. Then I would have it at 10 o'clock at night. And believe it or not, I think, I know we always say we sleep deeper on plexus, and that is true, but I really feel like I was sleeping better, eating protein even that close to bed. Because, we've heard for years, don't eat right before bed, but it depends on what you're eating.
Mhm.
Don't sit down and have 5 cups of popcorn or what I used to be doing. It was popcorn time with the dogs. I used to have every single night. But instead, I had protein. And so it metabolizes quicker or longer to
So
metabolize.
can I ask a question? So
Mhm.
so you're saying like eat 20 to 25 grams of protein every 2 or 3 hours. So what does that look like? What do you eat when you're trying to get in your protein?
So I eat a lot of egg whites, or oatmeal with lean protein, our lean protein powder in it. I use a lot of PB Fit. The
Mm.
PB Fit is a great alternative to my favorite peanut butter. So I might put PB Fit in, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, that's make sure it's a low in sugar, high in protein, and then add in PB Fit, mix that in. It turns into like peanut butter mousse. It's so delicious.
Mm.
Um, and then, 4 to 5 ounces of lean protein meat, or fish, things like that. Um, I did cut out quite a bit of dairy other
Mm.
than Greek yogurt because I was eating a lot of dairy and I wasn't sure that that was having an effect on my bloating. And so I did cut out a lot of dairy.
Okay.
Um, and what else? Oh, on top of that, got really serious about increasing my weights at the gym because, again, that is a known fact that women over their 40s need to have resistance training or weight training. For it's healthy for their bones, for osteoporosis and things. So definitely made sure I was doing some sort of resistance training at least 3 to 4 times a week. And I stuck to that, even if I didn't want to. But it's really helpful to have a buddy.
Mhm.
Super helpful. And Gold Dress was my buddy through this. And I couldn't have done it without her because I would be like, okay, I don't want to go. She's like, do it. So
Yeah.
it's really helpful to have somebody telling you to do it. Um,
Did you tweak your plexus regimen at all?
Um, I'm trying to think. I did not, but I know, and I mean, Kate can speak up, but I know for her, the timing of the food throughout the day has really helped her in establishing, getting in the hunger control and balance before dinner. And that's really helping for her. I don't do hunger control and balance before dinner. I never have. So that's not something that I changed, but Kate has been doing that and has had more luck in fitting it in timing wise, in timing her meals. And it does take some pre-planning to, I try to tell myself, okay, I'm going to eat at 9 a.m., then I'm going to eat again at noon, and then 3 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock dinner, and then 9 o'clock, I'm going to have some more protein. And it was kind of exciting knowing that 9 o'clock I could eat again.
Wow.
Um,
It sounds like eating so frequently, like I would just be like, ugh, I gotta eat again.
It does, but when you start really honing in on what it is you're eating and cutting out all the riffraff,
Mhm.
you end up actually being fuller longer. I remember feeling actually pretty full. There were some times where I'm like, I don't even know if I can finish this. Um, and then other times where I was like, all right, it might be 2.5 hours and I want to eat again because you're burning through it because of all the protein. You're using that more efficiently and your metabolism's revving up. So,
It's different than eating a full meal and it's different than eating a ton of carbs. You feel differently. It's not you don't feel like that.
yeah, right. So the portion size is definitely smaller. Like if you think about 4 ounces of meat, it's like the palm of your hand. Add a cup of vegetables with that. Um, throw chicken on some salad or
And the trick is not eating until you're like gorged and like stuffed. You eat until you're not hungry anymore. And then you put it down for a minute. And if you're still hungry, then you can eat some more. But if you're satisfied, then you stop eating.
Mm.
yeah, I
We're not
was
eating to
never good
stuff
at
ourselves.
that.
Great.
I was like, it's on my plate. I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah, Kate added something too. If you want to speak up, Kate, she put something in the chat. I think everyone.
Yeah. So I downloaded, actually one of my hair clients told me about Eatwise, the app Eatwise. It's free. And it's basically like when you start your first meal of the day, you can click the button and it says eat, and then it calculates every either 2.5 or 3 hours, whatever you want it to. So it gives you alarms on your phone to like, oh, it's almost time to eat, or you're this time past eating. um it's held me accountable. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't be doing as well as I am. And for me, like I'm doing um 3 like meals a day, but like 2 shakes in between. So like
Like
I'll have a
milkshake.
decent breakfast, then I'll have a shake, and then I'll have lunch, and then I'll have a shake, and then I'll have dinner.
And so
So,
your breakfast, lunch, and dinner they're smaller than they used to be. Yeah.
well, honestly, I don't think I ate enough before.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
That's
I would wait too long to eat.
mhm.
And I think that I'm like I've lost 5 pounds recently. Since starting this, I'm on a starting week 3. And and I don't know, I that alone, I think timing the meals and actually like eating first thing and like keeping it spaced out like that, I'm satisfied throughout the day. I'm making better choices because I have plans. I've got, chicken already in the fridge or the freezer. I've been grilling chicken and throwing it in the freezer even and grabbing it, just one slice out and then thawing it. Um, so it's more planned. And before, I would be in a hurry and I'd make bad choices because I'd be like, okay, I got to grab something fast. And it
Yeah.
was always not a good choice. And I haven't done really any dairy. And I think that has been helpful and cut down sugar big time. So,
Yeah.
um, this thing I love. It's called IsoPure. They have it in different flavors, but it's 20 grams of protein. So if you don't want to have a protein shake and you need 20 grams of protein before you work out, and it's super clean. Stacy found this and I've been using it and I like it a lot. So
So there's no
um,
whey in it. It's like a clear, it's almost like a pink drink.
Mm.
The
So
protein come
there
from.
there is whey, Stacy. It says
it's
100% whey protein isolate.
Oh, okay.
does it?
What's in the lean? That's the same thing that's in the lean. That's awesome.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
obviously
So
wrong, but
go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of the right word. I don't know if it's isolate that is the word. Because it's not a milk product. It's not whey in the form of the way
It
we're
does.
used
It
to.
does have a smidge of milk in it, but it's really just more like this one's called Tropical Punch, and it's just like you're sipping on a pink drink.
Yeah, it comes out
Oh,
clear.
thick, like a protein
Yeah.
shake, then
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
you're
It's
it's
not
completely
thick.
clear like a pink drink.
Okay.
And there's 1 gram of sugar, 20 grams of protein. It's gluten-free,
Yeah.
so
Um,
no artificial sweeteners.
So
the other thing
Stacy,
I want- yeah,
oh,
go
sorry.
ahead. I was just gonna mention, sorry, Michelle, we keep calling you Gold Dress. Are you okay with that?
That's who she is.
Who
I know,
this, and I kept
That's
like,
her name, right?
right? Are you good with that? We can call you Michelle. But she had put in the chat, track your food, and that is something that I definitely did for a while. I don't do it anymore, but I have found, because I'm in a habit of what I need to do, but if I get off track, tracking my food is super helpful, because I just didn't realize how much of a certain thing, like the carbs I was having, or for me, it actually was the fats. Like I could sit and eat a bag of nuts every day. I love nuts, and I was getting too much fat, even though they're healthy fats. You can overdo it. So, and nuts have so many calories in them because there's 9 calories per 1 gram of fat.
Never eat your nuts out of the bag. Pour your nuts
Yeah,
into
no.
a different
I just
thing.
wanna,
Put the bag away.
or
Yeah, don't do that. Put the bag over there.
yeah, I have no self-control, so that's why I had to stop entirely. So I did pretty much cut nuts out. Now I will have a few now and again, but anyways, not my point. But the point was to track your food for a little bit anyways, because it is helpful to see that you might not be getting enough protein if you're not tracking it, or you might be getting too much of something.
MyFitnessPal is a really great app too, and it's free. And you can log your food, and it will show you your macros, so protein and all the stuff. So and carbs and fats. Just if no one knows that yet, I'm sure that a lot of you do, but
I'm so intrigued by this, Stacy. I'd never heard that you should eat within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up. That's new to me.
Yeah,
So
that was
fascinating.
new to me.
That's what worked for me too. Intermittent fasting, I got absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, me
I
either.
eat all the time within 30 minutes of getting up, and I had so many results because of that.
Yeah. Well,
Intermittent fasting did nothing for me.
Tamara, for those that don't know, how many pounds have you lost now?
96.
Since she started Plexus. And she's doing the work too. It's not like Plexus is the magic pill for everyone. You know what I mean? But Tamara put in the work, and we've seen that, her transformation. And Cate, for those of you that missed it, like the whole reason we're having this conversation basically is because Cate and Stacy have been, like working together, and Cate's having tremendous success really quickly now that she made a few shifts based on what Stacy's talking about. And it sounds very similar to what you were already doing, Tamara, which we always talked about. We should have you do a training for us. And I guess here we are, huh?
Well, when we were on the cruise, we were all talking about it. And it's like, that's what Stacy did is basically what I did. I just didn't have a plan for it. I just made it up based on what I felt my body needed and what I knew to be true about nutrition and supplements. So, but it turns out we were doing basically the same thing.
I love that.
Eating more food more frequently, but the right things in the right combinations, and stopping when you're not hungry versus stuffed.
And it's okay to feel hungry. That's the other thing I had to grapple with. Like, just because you're hungry, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to eat.
Yep.
It can be prolonged. We're not going to die. But for us, we're like, oh my gosh, I'm hungry. I need food. And then, you grab things, and it's not necessarily the right things.
Yeah, the meal prepping is everything. Like Cate was saying, because she has healthy things to grab, because we all get busy and stuff comes up and we need things quickly. But if you have the stuff in the fridge already and you have a plan already, you are already set up for success. You're not going to fail, and it's not going to be difficult, and it's not going to be overwhelming. You're going to be able to do it, and it's still going to keep you on track. And you can eat in the car, you can eat on the go, you can do all the things if you take an hour once a week and think that through. It really saves you time.
And you can do it with a family, because I certainly have cooked dinner every night for my family and still eaten. It's just, well, they also eat very healthy, but I mean, they, you know, I would just not put cheese on top of mine, or load mine with barbecue sauce when there's, you know, just little tweaks
Yep.
that you can make.
Same.
Excellent.
Love it.
Well, thank you for sharing that. We're excited to try some little tweaks.
Definitely.
Thank you.
All
All
right.
right.
For me, Megan.
Yeah, I'll pass it over to you.
Okay, so here's the plan, ladies. I'm so excited about this. So I met with Megan and Carol on Monday, and as you know, we're always like trying to figure out like how can we improve. And so this is the plan moving forward with these Tuesday night calls. They're going to be so beneficial to you. And good news, if you wouldn't mind making some extra income and earning some money, and you're here to build a business, then the majority of this call is going to be very helpful to you. And this is how we're going to do that. So every Tuesday for the first 15 minutes, that's our community connection time. So that's where everyone shows up to hear other people's stories and testimonies, to learn more about these amazing products and how they change lives, to go over the new promos at the beginning of each month, to like this one, for example, week 3 is going to always be about some type of like health information that can be useful and beneficial to all. And then the last week of the month will be a motivational 15 minutes to start off the call. Then the last 30 minutes, so these are now 45-minute calls, and they're completely optional, but the last 30 minutes of the call are going to be to build a business, to earn income. And what you'll find is we've got a really, really great plan for how to help you do so. So for those of you, many of you here on this call actually were just on the Rising Leaders Retreat cruise in the Bahamas. And Plexus has recently worked together with the top, very tippy top leaders of the company that show the most improvement in growth and duplication team-wide. And they collaborated, like got a few heads together and said, okay, we want something that's so simple and so duplicatable to build and create a successful business. And that's what they gave us. And so we are going to be using that as our training twice a month. We're breaking that into 2 pieces. So you'll get part 1, the second week of each month of the +1 system. You'll get part 2 every 4th week of the month with the Plexus +1. In between, so on the 1st and 3rd week of each month, you'll get a work with me time. And this is where we're actually going to be like hands-on working together doing the things, okay? So it's going to look a little different each time based on maybe some challenges that we have, since we have this awesome menopause info event coming up that's been the buzz. I tell you what, like I'm seeing that, I think more than anything on social media right now is talk about perimenopause, menopause, hormones, all the things. Like that's what women are so focused on right now. And so we want to give them a place to come learn about easily, no pressure. Here's what you need to know to sail comfortably and beautifully through that season of life and those changes and all the hormones that come with being a woman. So I want to start with just a quick inspiration for those of you that are still a little nervous about like sharing what we have here. And we are going to actually send some messages together. But first, we're going to do each a post about this menopause event that we have coming up and make it personal, okay? However, before we even get into that, Jen Hawkins, who is very, very successful longtime diamond with Plexus. She made this post the other day and I wanted to share it with you because it is such a beautiful message that I want you to think of every time you feel nervous about reaching up and inviting someone to consider what we have that they could benefit from. So Jen said in her post, I used to think that by messaging people about Plexus is what she's talking about, I would be annoying my friends and family to just buy a product from me. The truth is, what I have to offer is a true gift. What I have is actually a lifeline. Thousands upon thousands have now directly or indirectly been impacted by my decision to share. I can say that because for over a decade, I have heard countless stories that would drop you to your knees in gratitude. I could have let the fear of what others thought of me hold me back. That would have withheld not only blessings for myself, but for thousands of others. Isn't that actually a form of pride? The pride would have blocked so many blessings. I have products and an income opportunity that can be the answer to prayers, a true gift, a lifeline. So call me a professional gift offerer or a professional lifeline thrower. My friend Erin threw the lifeline to me, so now I get to throw it to others. I hope you will take it and offer it along. Imagine yourself being a conduit to so many blessings. Why not try? We can do it together. I thought that was such a beautiful message. Consider yourself a professional gift offerer or a professional lifeline thrower. That is literally what we do. Okay. I love that title. So anyways, my thought is starting and following up on conversations about Plexus is literally where we have the most control over growing a business. And any level, whether you're brand new and just ordered your first product, or whether you're a diamond at the top of the company, 100% that is where you have the most control over helping people and creating growth and income. Any level, prove me wrong, okay? So we're going to start by making a quick post about the menopause event, and I'm going to give you a post example. I'll put it in the chat. You can literally copy and paste it if you love it, change it up if you want to, but I'm going to encourage you to put it with a picture of you, maybe you and your pink drink or you in one of your products. Pasting now in the chat. And hopefully it took all of it. Will it? Yes, there we go. All right. So I want you to copy that, go over to social media, and hopefully you have a picture saved somewhere of you with your pink drink or a product. Really, anything will do. But it says, ladies, are you dealing with hormone changes causing mood issues, weight gain, sleep struggles, and more? The research is clear that gut health plays a very specific role in hormones, and Plexus has products that specifically address mood, sleep, weight, and hormones. Great news! You are invited to learn more about how targeted supplementation can help you feel your best. Women's Holistic Health Informational Event. Date. Daily posts start Thursday, March 20th. Wear a private Facebook group. No pressure, just info. All you have to do is read the posts and watch the videos that get shared, and you can go back to the posts anytime. This will be awesome. Comment or message me to be added. So we're going to throw up that post first. All right. Grab that, throw it up.
Whitney, can we use the graphic of the picture that you used in info page?
Thank you for asking. That's actually a really good question. You can, but you will not get as much. Your algorithm will likely not get as many views as if you post a personal picture. So what I would suggest is put that in the chat, or we're going to use that to private message to people. So okay. Yeah, anytime you have like a graphic with text on it, then the algorithm, unless things have changed, and I'm outdated now because things change constantly. I know a personal picture, as far as I've always been taught, is going to get you more views, more attention. So that's what I would suggest. Do a picture of you and use that picture for private invitations, which we're going to do next. And I will give you just, actually, while you're working on that.
Whitney, I'm kind of wondering about this older gal posting a picture of that. I don't know. It's
Oh,
probably gonna say,
okay.
oh my God, she's over the hill. What is she talking about?
Okay, let's
So-
see how we can customize this for Barb and the ladies that are already post-menopausal, right? We can
Yeah.
thing, Barb. We can make that work. I would even say, let's see. Odds are, I mean, I'm sure you still have people in your audience that are in that range. But if not, you could even just make it funny and say, thank goodness, like I'm beyond this, but I know I have lady friends who could be dealing with hormone changes, causing mood issues, weight gain, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, or something like, if only I'd had this information back then, or something like that.
Even
Maybe.
better.
I
I
don't know.
totally, yeah, you can totally personalize it to fit in the page, I believe. And even if you were a man posting, you know,
Yep.
hey guys, I know that, you know, any of you that love a woman, here's some info you're gonna want to pass along. Whatever, you know. All right. So once you get that posted, our next activity is going to be, let me scroll past this. Yeah, okay. Now we're going to send out 3 to 5 messages to female friends who are within the age range of, I mean, 40 to 50. Some even say 35. We could start at 35. I don't know. Who could benefit from this info. And don't forget your VIPs. This is something that we absolutely want to invite VIPs to as well. Okay, so here is a message you can take and customize per person if you wish, or just totally copy and paste. Private invitation, pasting now. Says, hi, put in their name. Hey, Megan, I've been hearing so many friends talking lately about hormone imbalances, sleep issues, mood changes, weight gain, and peri and menopausal type symptoms. So some of my friends are sharing how to help women feel their best. It's a virtual info event that starts Thursday night. 1 post or video per day, no pressure, just info. Any chance you would like me to send you the Facebook group link? So send this to 3 to 5 people. Hopefully you have your list handy. Grab that list. 3 to 5 people within that age range. VIP are a great option too. Okay. So we'll take like, wait, are we already? No, we have till 7, right? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes to get that done. And you can share the picture there, the graphic. If you guys haven't seen the graphic, go to Wellness Warriors or go to the information page, and it should be one of the very first posts right there. There's a beautiful graphic to go with it. I would put it in here, but it doesn't let me attach photos, I don't believe. Carrie set a timer for 4.5 minutes.
Whitney, where did you say the graphic is?
It's either in Wellness Warriors or the information page, either one.
I have it. I can
Both
send
read
it.
both.
Okay, thank you.
I'll put it in Jewel Pushers. Because I just put the message in Jewel Pushers.
Thank you, Stacy.
You're welcome.
Okay. Time's almost up. Sorry, I'm just finished sending them. Okay. All right. Did everyone get some sent? Make some notes on your list of who you sent it to, the date, so you can follow up within 48 hours. And awesome. Okay. Next. All right. We've got 5 minutes left. So here's what we're going to do. If you already have your list of 100, then hopefully you're already in our 100 reach outs challenge and you've already got started on that, but it's not too late to start if you haven't. And that is first step. So we're going to take the next 5 minutes. If you don't already have your list of 100, I want you to work on that for the next 5 minutes. Super easy if you go to social media and just scroll through your friends or the people you follow. If you use Instagram, whatever it is, get your list to 100 as quickly as you can. Okay. And that will help you realize, wow, you have a ton of potential here. Just don't prejudge because that's not fair. Everyone should get the chance to choose for themselves if this is something they can benefit from. And if they have a beating heart, then this is something they can benefit from. So, all right, now, if you already have your list, this is how we're going to spend this time. Unless you are a new VIP, do we have anyone here that's new? That's brand new to messaging? I don't think we do, but speak up if you do. Then we are going to send the following message to our happy customers. How many of you have happy VIPs that have had some results? Anyone? Okay, I have a fantastic message for you to send them right now. All right, here we go. And sorry that it's in all caps. It came out that way with the graphic that I'm using for our challenge. Okay, so I'm pasting that now. Here's what it says. And you don't have to put it in all caps. I'm sorry. Let me retype it. Or if someone's faster than me, retype it so it's not in all caps because that might scare some people. They'll think you're shouting at them. You've been using Plexus for a while now, Cate, and having quite a bit of success. I have no idea if this is a fit for you or not, but if you keep your options open for making extra income, I think you'd be amazing at what I do because you are so genuine and sincere, and you have such an amazing amount of clientele at your hair salon. So many people are wanting the added peace of mind that comes along with additional income right now. Any chance you could use some? Check out this quick video and let me know what sticks out to you. Oh, I didn't even send it. That's funny. Sorry. That's what it says though. And then here's the video we're going to send. Okay. Let me paste that. And here's, okay. Oh, that came out weird. I don't know why it pasted like that. I didn't copy it like that.
New research is shedding light on a potential reason. It's not just about cutting calories or spending hours in.
Can you guys hear that? My bad. Okay, I'm going to get you the video link that doesn't look funky. I don't know why it came out like that. Now, once they respond, if they do watch the video and they respond, then I do have a next step for you. So don't sweat if you're panicking and like, but what if they say yes? I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? I'll tell you exactly what to say. So it's the wrong chat. I don't know why it came out like that. That's so weird. I guess I have to go to the actual video and then copy it from there. Bear with me for just a second here. I'm going to turn on. Hello. Let's see if this looks better.
I'm retyping that in lowercase, so I'll share it.
Oh, that looks better. Okay, there's the video you're going to send them. Now, real quick, we're out of time, but I'm going to encourage you to send at least 3 of those to happy customers that are not yet sharing Plexus. And
pray with you, and a few of my friends are on here, and they're going to share theirs.
Sorry, could you guys hear that? I'm a mess. You don't have to be really smart to do what I do, guys. Sorry. Be successful, huh? Okay. So make sure you copy that, save it, copy the video, save that. And then let me grab for you real quick in my boards what to do if they say yes. And we'll go ahead and close out this call. So that's our work with me for this week. Join us next time. I'm not actually going to start the Plexus Plus One training until April. We'll kick those off in April. So next week will be another work with me. Okay. And we'll do some other similar activities that create income and get us in activity. And it'll be fabulous. So join us then. And make sure you follow up every message. If people don't respond within 48 hours, here's where the magic happens. You must follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. So you want to reach back out and you want to say, mine is so simple. I literally just say, hey, Barb, I know life is so busy. I just want to make sure you got my last message with a smiley face. Literally, that's all I say for follow-up. And I tell you what, a lot of people that don't respond to my initial message, they usually respond to the follow-up message. And it's usually not what you think you're thinking that, oh, they're so annoyed with me. Oh, they think I'm being so pushy. They're usually like, oh, I'm so sorry. I totally spaced it. Like my kids were crying and I meant to come back and respond. You know what I mean? So follow up within 48 hours. And I'll go ahead and let everyone go. I am going to post in here. I'm going to have to do it from my phone because I don't have it, or I can grab it on my boards from my computer quickly, but I'll put in here if they say yes, like, or if they comment that they watched the video, what to do next. I have a whole board for that. So I'll actually paste the whole board in there. And then if you don't use boards, then I'll break it into pieces of what to send, but I'll let everyone go if you don't need that. Okay. So that'll do. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Good night.
And there is a new VIP celebration tomorrow night. So get all your new VIPs to join us. Okay. They get a $10 Amazon gift card just for hopping on. Have a good one. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Ashley, hello. How are you, friend? That is so crazy. So did you grow up in the Cliff Dwellers neighborhood? I'm going to turn off this recording. Sorry, hang on. I guess